shows like Money Heist that can be watched. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Money Heist, originally named La Casa De Papel, is a Spanish crime show which is also one of the most watched shows on Netflix right now. It revolves around a heist and is full of action and twists. People were hooked to the show as soon as the first episode got air and soon had millions of views. As said before, it's about a heist which is led by a criminally minded guy who goes by the Professor. Throughout the whole plan, he is assisted by a group of people who have nothing to lose and are special in their own way. It's safe to say that there are a few other shows that have a similar plot and are relatively alike if we talk about the genre. Let's have a look. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Also, if you're a fan of Money Heist, then let us know by liking the video. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Number 7. Narcos, Netflix original series. Narcos is an American crime drama TV series that is based on a true story which is pretty close to the one of Money Heist. The show got aired back in 2015 and is still loved by the people who have interest in the genre. Narcos is based on the story of the drug dealer Pablo Escobar, who earned millions through the distribution of drugs, specifically cocaine. The show gets more interesting when the episodes proceed. Fights erupt between the drug lords and kingpins with the law enforcement to stop the drug trade. The show was aired in 3 seasons and had people hooked to the series. The production has crafted the story very well, just like that of Money Heist, although there are a few differences between the shows. But the audience who are fans of the Money Heist will love Narcos because of a similar genre. Though Narcos doesn't picture a heist, the clever lineup of events was as amazing as that of Money Heist. The viewers crave suspense and twists and turns. No doubt this is what both the series aims for. If you haven't watched Narcos and liked Money Heist, now you know what to watch next. Number 6. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is another show in a similar genre with Money Heist, and is considered one of the best shows ever made. People even say it's their greatest watch and they can watch it again for like 1,000 times. The series consists of an ex-high school teacher who is diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer, and for financing his medical treatment, he takes help from his ex-student who's into drug dealing and gets involved in producing and selling crystallized methamphetamine. The show has a few things that make it homogeneous with Money Heist, as the wide range of characters and a few other heists that take place in the show later on. Along with this, another similarity that's been pointed out is both the Professor and Walter White keep their identities secret. Breaking Bad has 5 seasons, and yet had the audience interest no matter how many episodes that made up. The show is directed flawlessly, and the production team left no loop that could become a bone of contention later. The violence and mastermind criminal activities made it even more engrossing, which is the same as Money Heist, since the Professor's genius moves had the audience curious and clipped to their every episode. Number 5. El Ministerio del Tiempo. If you notice, you'll find out that there are many shows on Netflix which are Spanish original series. One of these shows is El Ministerio del Tiempo. This instantly makes it similar to Money Heist, which has Spanish origins too. So the same language does help with picking out similarities. Apart from that though, this show leans more towards sci-fi and has nothing to do with heists. But there still are similarities. El Ministerio sketches out a plot which tells a story about 3 people who work for a secret agency which has something to do with time traveling. The agents time travel and stop crimes from happening all around the world. Along with this, if we talk about the performance done by the actors, we'll observe that the performances have been done exceptionally well in both of the shows, and that too is a commonality between the series. Apart from this, the genre has been in the discussion since the start, so if we bring that up, we'll see that although the show isn't about a heist, it still has action and crime, which is relatable to Money Heist. So if someone is into one of the shows, they'll probably like the other too. Number 4. Prison Break. If we start talking about the Prison Break, it's an American drama series, which unlike Money Heist, doesn't revolve around the idea of a heist. Although they do differ there, the show has a hint of crime thriller and action thriller, which yet again makes it easy for a person to recommend to an individual who's a Money Heist fan. Another thing that makes these 2 series alike is the personal relationship and bond that is illustrated in the 2 shows. The connection between the Professor and the Inspector Rachel, which builds up after a good turn of events, is the same as that of which is shown in Prison Break between Lincoln Burrows and Michael Scofield, but in a different context. The story of this series is about 2 brothers, one of which is thrown into jail for murder charges, while the other brother, who is an engineer and has helped out in the designing of the prison, goes in and guides his falsely accused brother out of jail. Serious action throughout the show got people on the edge of their seats, which yet again is the same case for Money Heist. Number 3. Bodyguard. Bodyguard is a British political police thriller television series, and people do recommend it to individuals who are into action and thriller movies and shows. That is one of the reasons it is said to be like Money Heist. Although the show was a pretty big hit, there were no more seasons after the first one, which was a disappointment for the viewers. This story is about a PTSD-suffering police sergeant, David Budd, who was first in the British Army. As he's part of the British Royal Security Branch, he's assigned to protect the Home Secretary. But the twist is that he dislikes her politics, which leads to a series of events which has people bite their nails in curiosity, which people are found doing while watching Money Heist too. Both of these series have another thing in common, when they bring in the idea of issues regarding the government. If you have a look at the show Bodyguard, you'll notice the tension between the government and the certain individual, just like the professor had in the other show. Number 2. El Señor de los Cielos. This show is an American telenovela. In English, the name of the show translates into The Lord of the Skies. It tells a story about Aurelio Casillas, and just like the other shows, it revolves around the idea of him transporting and delivering drugs to Mexico, the United States, and Colombia. Since the show's plot is about drug trafficking, a person can easily predict that there is going to be action too. This show is a little bit more dramatic than Money Heist, but when it comes to action and thrill, they both share the same genre, and hence both of them are recommended to viewers who are into crime and drama. The storyline of the series is phenomenal and has been stretched for 7 seasons and yet has the audience interest. Although Money Heist and this show aren't that similar, their few similarities lead them to fall under the same list of recommendations. Number 1. Evil Genius. Evil Genius is a true story American bank heist. It's a crime documentary which tells us the story of the murder of Brian Wells in an incident which is called the Pizza Bomber. The main point of commonality is that both of these shows are based on a heist, although Money Heist story isn't true. Since both of these series share almost the same genres, that makes them alike and is loved by people who watch either of the shows. As mentioned before, Evil Genius is a true story, and producing a legit story sometimes gets difficult since it's based on facts and figures, but the directors and producers have done an amazing job in building up the storyline and telling about the whole incident in only 1 season and 4 episodes. The actors have done an exceptional job just like those of Money Heist, because of which the show has become even more interesting to watch. An individual who has watched Money Heist will surely relish this one too. All of these shows are somehow similar to Money Heist and can be a good alternative to it. Until the next season of the show starts running on Netflix, audiences can try these out. This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stick around for more amazing content, as we'll be seeing you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.